Alright boys, welcome back. So the new Easton just dropped on JP, and with this update came along some new leaks that are actually quite shocking, so let's jump into it. Alright, so by far the most shocking part about this update is that a new Easton was leaked. Now I'll tell you right now, don't worry, it's not a new Easton. We obviously, I'll explain in a second, but this is actually hinting towards the actual new OC storyline. If you lot were following, we have an OC storyline. However, the timeline of when this should actually come out shouldn't be until January. If you look at last year's schedule, you know, we're around the Chandler era, so the 14th of September, and in 2 weeks time we're going to get a festival character, which still should be on the tables. It should be a new king, especially after this new lane. 2 weeks later, granted there was an OC banner, and that's maybe when we're going to get the character. However, you know, 4 nights is dropping the anime, so it'll be a good time to get 4 nights then. Or if not, it still wouldn't make sense to get a story chapter, because normally we get an actual chapter, whether that be for, you know, 70 Sin storyline or Ragnarok or, you know, the OC story. It always happens at the end of the month, which should be October 27th or, you know, October 29th around our time this year. However, that is a collab slot, so it's possible we may not see a new collaboration for October 27th, and instead we get the actual OC storyline, which will be the next one. But if we don't get it around October time, we're not going to get it until January, because literally a month later we're going to be getting the November festival, which should be Chaos Alpha. A month later after that we're going to get another series storyline, which should wrap up the whole series storyline in Grand Cross, and that's when we're starting to get more obviously Ragnarok and also OC storyline. And then afterwards in January, and then obviously leading to March, and obviously going throughout the whole year next year, is going to be filled with Ragnarok and OC. And yeah, so that's what's kind of surprised. We just mentioned on a Sacred podcast yesterday actually that we shouldn't see new OC storyline or Ragnarok until January, but now after seeing this, it kind of confirms that it might actually be coming soon. And I'm starting to think right now that we're probably not going to get a collab now, unless they just want to drop the update with like a part 2 banner or like towards the festival or something. I'm not entirely too sure. But why am I saying this is for the storyline? Why is this not for any Easton? Well, looking at the images, you can tell straight away this is clearly not Easton's actual design. And if you actually read here, it does say here human man. Obviously Easton's not a girl unless there's something wants to come out and she comes out she's a guy, but that's okay. But it does say human man normal Easton, which once again her name is in the name. But if you go down even more, you can see the identity of the man. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do right now, it's actually play the part where I broke down the whole catastrophe storyline that we know so far, and this is what we know so far about Easton. Moving over to Easton, she does say I killed them. Now this is obviously hinted towards her family. We do know her family basically all died here, and she may have been the reason behind it. I don't think she's the one that actually killed them, but most likely blaming herself for whatever happened during the actual fall of the Ambulus family. Honestly, Easton probably has the most law and concrete evidence about what's going to happen between her backstory. So honestly, I'm looking forward to whatever they do with her, because she looks like the most interesting one so far. Okay, so going down, we have these 3 actual icons here, which looks like to be part of a story event. We don't have the full thing, so maybe it's not a full actual OC storyline chapter. It may just be like some sort of mini event they want to do for Easton, which would be kind of weird, right? But I guess that would make a bit of sense, because the way the story chapters are going right now is that we're having each story chapter, we're having the background of 2 of the actual OCs, and there's 7 of them. So if you do the math there, 1 character is going to be left out. So maybe getting Easton as a standalone event and it saved the actual other catastrophes for when they do dead backstories in the actual, you know, OC storyline chapters. That'll make a lot of sense here. So, if you don't know, Barn and Easton are somewhat close to connected together. Because when Easton got summoned to the world, Barn caught her, so maybe that's why she's there. They called her detective as well, so maybe they're trying to figure out what's wrong with her, what happened in the past, because obviously something happened where her whole family basically died, and that seems to be the law right now. And the bottom, the fall, I guess it says, would be the background where she explains what happened, and we play through the whole story event, and maybe this man was the one undercover and killed whole family. That's what I'm assuming. Obviously, going back down, Easton did release 1 year ago, October 13th, when we could possibly see this actual event come. So we're not going to get another Easton around this time, because, well, we can't get another Halloween Easton, right? Unless they want to do a new one. But we've already got an Awaken form. So I don't think we're going to get a new named Easton, and I think if anything that would have been leaked. So honestly, what I think's happening right now is we're just going to get a story chapter to explain her background, which would be some sort of mini event that I could see come for like the festival character coming out in 2 weeks time. Because like I said, man, we're not going to see a chapter come, like a full-on chapter come until probably January, because well, we have a collab coming up, we have festivals coming up, and at the end of every month, that's when we do it. I mean, it could break the cycle, like I said, and release a chapter during the mid-month, because they're the ones who make the rules, right? They don't have to keep to a certain pattern to actually, you know, get a story chapter at the end of every single month. They could do it in between a dead week or dead month or whatever it may be. So that's something to look out for. Okay, so in terms of Easton characters, bear in mind we always get one of each color. We've already completed the base set, so if we are going to get a new Awakened one, it'd be very weird. I think they could do it for this chapter and it won't really be Halloween theme, but like it'd be weird not to get a Halloween character after the next festival character. So honestly, what I'm thinking right now is in 2 weeks time we're going to be getting a new festival character, which should be a new festival king. 2 weeks later we're going to get a Halloween update, and what's going to drop with the update is probably a new OC character, not Easton, but since it's going to be an actual OC update, we're going to get a little background, a little tease towards obviously Easton's storyline. I don't think a full-on chapter towards the OC, you know, chapter 2, but one that kind of be like 1.5, maybe finish up chapter 1 a little bit, and then boom, in January we're gonna get chapter 2 and then kick off the new year's with obviously a bunch of new OC storyline, a bunch of Ragnarok storyline, and then hopefully when we finish it towards the end of the year we get Fortnights. That's my prediction. So boys, let me know what you lot think. Could this actually be a new character? Like I said, this it's clearly not Easton as a character, and while it has got 2 different versions, like an SSR equivalent, and then you evolve it, I guess, I'm not entirely too sure. Or, yeah, I don't know, it can't be, because this will be a boss, right? This is not an actual playable character. This means you reverse the character, so which you are going to fight against him. So I'm assuming this man is the one who killed Easton's family. We have to wait and see what I'm looking forward to. I think there was hints that Easton had a lover, and maybe she, and it says muscle, right? Where does it say muscle? Hang on, I saw it before. So yeah, it does say human man muscle Easton. So I'm assuming maybe this is like Easton's bodyguard that kind of betrayed her. Something similar to Black Clover. Not to bring that up. But boys, I think it's gonna wrap up the video. Let me know what you guys think about what this actually could mean. When could it be coming? We did see Elaine got leaked 2 weeks prior, so maybe in 2 weeks time we are gonna be getting a little OC storyline, but that wouldn't make sense because we know an actual 17 storyline's coming out, and you know the whole thing is not leaked here. There's a few of it, but like we don't have the new character, we don't have the whole thing, and it's only gonna be one boss. I don't know, so maybe it just got leaked a little bit and only some of it got leaked, so we have to wait and see. So boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.